A few years ago, Warner Brothers announced it was working on one of its freshest ideas in recent memory, with a new movie starring Wile E. Coyote. Just when the world was getting excited, the studio announced that the film wouldn't be released to the public. And just when everyone was mourning the loss, the news dropped that the production is in fact coming to theaters. Snip, snap, snip, snap. Hi, I'm Dr. Panda, the only panda who wears a panda costume when cooking breakfast. And in this video, I'll tell you everything about the controversy surrounding Coyote versus Acme. What's the film premise? What's been the whole mess with its release? Which other movie has just become its unexpected savior, and why? If you've heard bits and pieces but don't really know the full story, then stick around. By the end of this video, you'll know everything there is to know about this movie so far. The premise of the movie goes as follows. Coyote fails yet again to catch the Roadrunner due to a malfunction of an Acme product. Fed up, he meets Kevin, a broke lawyer who offers to represent him in a lawsuit against the company known for making anvils and fake road paint. But things take a twist when Acme's lawyer turns out to be Kevin's former boss, who's willing to do anything to destroy him. The movie was directed by the guy behind Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows and written by an Oscar nominee for Best Original Screenplay, with James Gunn having a hand in developing the story. As for the cast, it features Will Forte as Coyote's lawyer, Lana Condor, who appeared in X-Men Apocalypse, PJ Byrne, who we've seen in The Wolf of Wall Street, and an empty chair as the movie's main antagonist. It was also confirmed that several Looney Tunes characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Elmer Fudd would appear throughout the film, but where's Speedy? We want Speedy! So what happened to the film? In 2023, Warner was going through some financial trouble which had forced them to scrap the release of two films prior to Coyote vs. Acme. Things weren't looking good, so the company did what any evil, soulless corporation would have done in its place. They waited until the movie was completed and had received absolute praise in all of its test screenings, to then shelve it and claim a $30 million tax write-off. Oh, and they didn't even inform the crew about the cancellation. The saddest part? Everyone who had seen it swore the movie was amazing. This decision triggered massive backlash against Warner. The general public, animators, directors, and even the film's cast, no one was pleased with the shelving. This forced the company to reconsider, allowing the director to shop the movie around to distributors like Paramount, Netflix, and Apple. And then, the craziest part happened. Paramount and Netflix both actually made offers for the movie, but Warner rejected them for being below the $80 million price tag they were asking for. But Dr. Panda, that's an insanely high price. No one could possibly match it. Well, you're right about that. And so the movie was officially dead. Like, really dead. So dead, in fact, that it had a funeral screening with the cast and crew, The Last Goodbye. But then another film appeared 1,270 miles away, and unknowingly became the savior of Coyote vs. Acme. In a small studio in Vancouver, a group of animators was working hard on a film that didn't seem like it would stand out, with a release scheduled to go quietly forgotten directly to streaming. But when it was shown at the Annecy International Animation Film Festival, everything changed. Audiences and critics loved it, giving it overwhelmingly positive reactions. And that's when Ketchup came in. No, not that one. There you go. The film was The Day the Earth Blew Up, and Ketchup Entertainment was so impressed that they decided to acquire the distribution rights, making it the first fully animated movie in the Looney Tunes franchise to receive a worldwide theatrical release. But that was only the beginning. Ketchup wanted more, so they stormed into Warner Brothers' offices like Spartan warriors, declaring they wouldn't leave without Coyote vs. Acme. Warner had no choice but to accept their intimidating demands and a fat $50 million check and handed over the distribution rights. And that brings us to now. Ketchup has announced that the movie will be released in 2026, and finally, balance in the universe can be restored. Unless some evil studio shows up to ruin it again. But let's hope that doesn't happen. What do you think about studios filming entire movies just to scrap them in the end for tax write-offs? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And as always, subscribe for more. Dr. Panda out. Claw machines hide a dark secret. A secret I could only discover when I bought one a few years ago. They are scamming you. Find out why in this video.